This week, I joined the amazing team at North Clywd Animal Rescue and learned the shocking truth about the rescue centre crisis in the UK.
We've got 400 dogs on our waiting list at the moment.
400?
Yeah, which is terrifying.
I performed life-altering surgery on a mum and daughter duo and experienced a first in my 25-year veterinary career.
Do you know what? I feel calmer being in your presence. I really do, after a long day here at the shelter.
I'm Dr. Scott, and this is Rescue Vet.
So I'm in Wales, lovely Wales, to visit North Clywd Rescue Centre. My first ever job was in rescue, and that was over 25 years ago now, and I think it really moulded me into the vet that I am now. I have absolute passion for animals that just don't have that loving home, you know, and wanting to do your very best for them. There is a massive crisis at the moment in the welfare sector here in the UK, but I know it's present elsewhere in the world, where people are struggling to pay their bills. And so not only are they giving up their animals in greater numbers, but then people can't take those animals in either. So I'm off to volunteer, give support to some of the rescue staff, and to find out what problems they're facing, because I know the issues that they're facing are quite big. Here we go. North Clywd Animal Rescue, half a mile. Sort of a little adventure. Sheep everywhere, and it's really nice. Look at this. How cute. There's a bloke just smushing a doggy. Morning.
Morning.
How's it going? Who have you got there?
Pablo.
Pablo. He's enjoying your company in the morning? Is this kind of like a walk and a hug situation? Right, okay. He's going like, I'll walk for 500 metres and then I need a cuddle, please. Oh, he's gorgeous. All right, see ya. Bye, mate. You know you're in the right place when this dog's getting cuddled in the morning before you even drive through the gates. Amazing. Here we are. Okay, here goes.
And I'm here today to meet Nikki, who's the rescue manager.
Hi there, you must be Nikki.
Yes.
I'm Scott.
Hi, nice
Hi.
to meet you.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Lovely to have you.
Oh wow, it's a massive place you've got here.
Oh, we have, yes, but we'd love to show you around.
Oh
so.
yes, give us the tour. That sounds
All
great.
right, thank you.
North Clywd Animal Rescue, otherwise known as NCAR, is a family-founded rescue centre, looking after all animals from rabbits to cats, dogs, and even horses.
So it looks like this is a farm before, loads of different buildings and lots of different animals that you care
Yes,
for.
it was my grandparents' farm originally, so it's been developed into kennels over the years.
Yeah.
We've been over nearly 50 years now.
Wow, you got your hands full.
Oh yes.
Hello, gorgeous.
Taz?
Hello, Taz.
Yes.
Hello, baby. So I could hear a lot of dogs barking.
Yeah.
And like every rescue centre up and down the country, everyone is just full to overflowing. Is that the same here?
We've got 86 dogs in at the moment, and we've got 400 dogs on our waiting list at the moment.
400?
Yeah, which is terrifying, absolutely. It is the worst it ever has been.
I mean, just to think there's 400 families that are waiting to give their dog away just in this area alone.
Yeah.
It just shows the huge job ahead of everyone at rescue at the moment.
The homes aren't as there anymore for all these animals, unfortunately. People are worried with money situations, which is quite understandable at the moment. But, you know, we've still got all these animals coming in, so we need someone to take them home.
Yeah, the maths doesn't work, does it? Because on one hand, you've got a huge amount of animals coming in and you've got no homes going out.
Exactly.
So the rise of animals actually in welfare centres like this.
And it's across the country, it's not just here, and sadly. And we're taking in so many more strays as well.
As a family, it must be a huge amount of pressure.
It's a big strain. It's a big strain, and it's a 24-hour job. It's not. You don't have days off. You are here with the animals, and the animals come first every time. So.
Wow. Classic big-hearted rescue person, Nikki, so I really love you. So I am here to volunteer, like many of your wonderful volunteers. They're here to help. You know, happy to be put to work. So have you got any dogs lined up?
Lined up for you.
Okay.
So, yeah, we'll keep you busy all day. Come
After
along.
you. To hear from Nikki that there's 400 people on the waiting list to relinquish their beloved animals is just heartbreaking. It is so hard to fathom that just in one rescue they've got that much weight on their shoulders, plus all the animals that they're already caring for. So it's an absolute epidemic of animals that are suffering as a result of the cost of living crisis and the post-pandemic bubble bursting. It's a worrying situation indeed.
Whilst Nikki was showing me around, there was one dog that caught my eye, so I wanted to go and find out a little bit more about her.
Hi there, you must be Rachel.
Hi.
And this is Skylar, is that right?
It is.
Can I come in?
Of
Is that all
course you
right?
can. Of course you can. She's
dear.
snuggled at the moment.
It's one shy girl right there, isn't it?
She's there somewhere.
Hello,
Where is she?
Hello.
There she is.
Hello, sweetheart. Hello, darling. Oh my goodness, that's one nervous dog.
Yeah. She's very different when she comes out.
Yeah.
Here she likes to hide, she likes to go under a bed.
So tell me a little bit about Skylar's story. So where did it begin? How long has she been here?
She's been here for about 1 year and 7 months, nearly 8 months.
No way, that long?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Is she your longest resident?
No, she's one of them, but not the longest resident. But yeah, she's been with us for quite a while because of medical problems with her.
Right. She must have come in quite young, 'cause she looks quite young.
Yeah, they couldn't afford to look into veterinary treatment and things for her because she's got quite a bit going on.
Right. What does she have going on?
She's got water on the brain.
She's got hydrocephalus.
Yeah. She displays different behaviours. She
like?
spins in circles quite a lot, and she's got quite an arched back in the way that she stands, and she doesn't really give you much that way, but she shows us in her own way.
Right.
You know, the love.
So I mean, hydrocephalus can really cause quite catastrophic damage to the brain. Would you call her like a special needs dog? Does she seem?
Yeah, she does. She's very picky where she wants to go, but yeah, you can't make her do anything she doesn't want to do.
Right. And what happens if you try and make her do things?
She just gets very scared and she wants to come straight back here.
Right.
This is like her safe space. So when she's in her kennel, she likes to hide and snuggle up and things. But outside is quite a big thing for it, and she does get very frightened.
I mean, she just wants to hide in here as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
She's special needs in all ways, isn't she? She does, her needs compared to the dog next door and the dog next to that is totally different, it seems.
Yeah.
Don't be worried, it's okay. It is so heartbreaking to witness Skylar, poor little thing, hiding underneath the blanket there. She had to be given up because of her issues, simply because they couldn't afford it. All dogs really matter in this environment. Everyone's trying to do their very best to try and get Skylar to just be a little bit brighter, a little bit happier, and ready for that forever home when it comes.
From one of the longest standing residents at NCAR, I'm now off to meet some of the newest. Fendi and her daughter Maggie.
Hello, puppies. Oh, you must be Jack. How are you going?
I am. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Who have you got here?
So this is Fendi and this is little Maggie. So they are mother and daughter.
Yeah, they're very similar, aren't they? And what's their story?
So they've been with us now for a few days. Very, very sad sort of sign over. Changing circumstances in the home. Both absolutely gorgeous girls.
And obviously much loved.
Much loved.
Yeah.
Yes, very, very sad sign over actually. Didn't want to do it, but unfortunately,
Really?
yeah, we're in a situation where they had to. We are seeing quite a lot more of circumstances like that as well.
Must be just so heartbreaking when you know, you're interacting with people who desperately don't want to give their dogs up, but just can't afford them and know that the right place for them isn't with them anymore.
Yeah, no, it's really difficult, and like I said, we're seeing such an influx of that as well. A lot of them are quite well loved, very well looked after, you know, come from really nice homes like these two girls have, and they've just run into hardships.
Now, I've been called over because there's something you're a bit concerned about, right?
Yes, so obviously the breathing of the breed isn't the best in terms anyway, but these girls are quite closed in the nasal passages.
Yeah, let's have a little look. So you've got no nostrils, have you? You were not designed very well because you've literally got like a sort of letterbox slit.
Yeah.
So there's just nothing there. You should have a round nostril and you don't. Why don't you? It's because you weren't bred properly. Is that right? Yes. And I'm guessing that daughter's probably the same.
Unfortunately,
yes. Can I have a look at your baby?
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, you're exactly the same. Look at that. You've inherited your mother's nose, and that's not a good thing. Luckily, you've got mum's personality, so that's a bonus. You know. So because these dogs are brachycephalic dogs, which means flat-faced, as I'm sure you're aware, they've got lots of issues as a result, and then they suffer with BOAS, brachycephalic obstructive airway syndrome, and that can be a mixture of tiny little nostrils and then an elongated soft palate. I think in these guys' case, they're not making a huge amount of noise running around, but they've just got no nostrils. So what I want to do is a narrowplasty, which is basically a nose job. So it's basically opening up the nostrils just to give them nostrils at all, because they don't have them. And by doing so, it just means they're going to take in so much more air, they're going to breathe so much easier. And I think for the future home, we're sort of future-proofing them.
Yeah,
you know? So then it's not something that a new owner will be put off by. They'll go, actually, they have got nostrils, I know they're going to breathe well, that's not a cost I'm going to have to incur. So I'm here to volunteer. What do you think about a hers and hers nose job?
Definitely, yeah.
Should we do a mani-pedi at the same time?
Yeah, definitely.
Do the full treatment.
Yeah.
All right. Come on, who's coming to me? Mum's coming to me. Come on then. All right, let's go. Let's go. Hey? Nose jobs for everyone. Let's go. Come on.
One of the great things about NCAR is they actually have a vet clinic on site. So today I'm joining the team with vets Alistair and Laura, vet nurse Corinna, and Nikki, who seems to have taken a particular shine to little Maggie. I taught myself how to do this surgery nearly 25 years ago when I was first working in rescue centres, seeing lots of dogs like Fendi and Maggie coming in struggling to breathe. So it really feels like a full circle moment that today I can teach the surgery to the vet team here for future rescue dogs.
So at the moment we've got a nose that's kind of almost shaped sort of like letterbox. So what we're going to do is do a V shape here, like that, and here. And what we do is we take that out and then we stitch it like that to there, that way, like that. What happens is that flares the nostril out, and so then all of a sudden you've made a nostril where it wasn't before. Yeah, easy surgery and a big win. All right. So I think we'll start with Mum Fendi, and then we'll move on to Maggie. I think Nikki is gonna cause me a little bit of pressure because Nikki's a little bit in love with Maggie, and I think there's a very good chance it's going to be a shocking foster fail. It's like I've got like Mum and Grandma watching me in the surgery, so I better do a good job. Can I be a really, really good girl? Show your baby what you're supposed to do. Yeah?
It's okay. It's
Stay
okay.
still. That's slower. Yeah, okay, baby. Thank you. Look at this. Oh my gosh. The service in this restaurant's impeccable. It really is.
I have to say, it's a true pleasure to work alongside such a fantastic team, all just dedicated to the cause of rescue animals. It's where my heart lies.
My first job was the RSPCA in Sydney. It was a massive hospital, 13 vets, a gang of nurses, huge amount of support staff. We did 120 consults on a Saturday morning. We did 40 neuterings every day there was so much work that you couldn't actually keep up. But what you did do was a baptism of fire, so you just learnt.
In at the deep end.
Yeah.
Get on with it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's this attitude that really marked my career and who I am as a vet today.
So often when we're dealing with cases like this, having a tube down their throat is the time where they breathe the best. So this thoroughly unnatural environment is when they breathe most naturally. So there's something really wrong with that. Hey, baby. Line up first, but it's a very meaty nostril, so I'm gonna have to take out quite a bit. Bleeds loads, you just have to kind of do it quite quick, right down, and then you do a stab incision at the back.
Oh, okay.
Cut it out, it's like a beautiful wedge, and it'll just be pouring blood everywhere. Yeah. And then all you need to do is you put your suture in place, and as soon as you just kiss it back together again. So you can see immediately what happens is then you go.
Oh yeah, God, it's instantaneous, isn't it?
Yeah, and then like that, and then go, ta-da. So let's see, and then straight away you go nostril. As you guys know, like the aerodynamics of a nostril, you know, a small change can make a huge difference. So there you have it.
Yeah, instant improvement.
The more difficult one is this one, because then you go, okay, well, then
you try to
take
make
it out.
match the first one. Yeah.
And they're not the same on both sides, and so that's where you're a bit more like, So you can judge my handiwork after the second one.
Well,
Whilst I'm finishing off Fendi's second nostril, Laura and Alistair are sedating Maggie. That's the great thing about rescues, it's always a team effort.
Laura, apparently you're the details gal when it comes to neatness and like perfection. I dare invite you in to have a look at my handiwork, but I think it's not bad.
Thanks for having us in.
What do you think?
Oh, that's pretty equal.
Yeah?
That's good.
Yeah, it passes.
Passes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can just see her using her nose already, can't you? Phew. I passed the perfection test from you two, so I'm happy. All right, so next patient, please.
Excellent.
Great. So second patient, Maggie's now on the table. You guys are just prepping her for me, which is great. She's getting a nose job just like Mum. Still look the same. So it's one of those old carpentry rules, isn't it? Is measure twice, cut once.
Yeah. That sucks.
I'm happy now.
Cool.
Happy now. Yes, so with that in mind, we can wake her up.
Yeah. Okay, gas off.
Nose number 2.
How is she? Okay?
Yeah, she is all good.
Little girl?
Yes, baby. So you can see now she's actually got nostrils, you see. So, and the little heel.
You're gonna be able to breathe, baby?
Yeah, that's it. Yes.
Whilst Maggie and Fendi are recovering well, I'm off to meet a long-standing resident, Iris, who's being cared for by NCAR's animal behaviourist, Adam.
Let's go.
Hello. Aren't you a big happy bear? Hi, Iris. Wow, isn't she lovely? Yeah. Hi. She's quite magnificent, isn't she? What breed is she?
We think Anatolian Shepherd.
Oh, okay.
She came from Cyprus, so that should tie in okay.
How long has she been here at the shelter?
We've had her for nearly 9 months.
9 months?
Yeah, and she's at least a year in the rescue previously.
She's beautiful and friendly and waggy-tailed, so what's the reason you think that she's lamenting in shelters?
Well, big dogs always are harder to rehome anyway.
Yeah.
And then when you get guarding breeds like this, they're never that popular.
Right.
And anything with a black face never does well. And she can be a little bit dog reactive. But it's
Right.
only generally, it's a fear-based thing. So
Yes. So in other words, she's perfectly fine with people, but just other dogs, she's a bit problematic. And I suppose when people see that, they assume that out on a walk, this is not a dog I'm going to enjoy walking.
yeah, it's very off-putting.
There been anyone that's shown any interest in her?
We've had very little interest. And the interest we had hasn't been the most ideal home, so we haven't allowed it to go ahead.
And I mean, you've worked with dogs for a long time, and you're an animal behaviourist dog trainer by trade. It must be upsetting when you see a dog that has a condition that's pretty fixable, pretty manageable, but it's a reason that they're just not finding that forever home.
That's the heartbreaking thing of rescue, is the amount of dogs I work with that are just, the potential's amazing. They can be fantastic. They just need that little break, that one family to give it a chance. Seeing dogs decline as well, knowing how good they could be, but just watching them getting worse. It's tough.
Quite frustrating, I would have thought. You
Yeah.
can see all this potential, all this beauty, and all they see is the dog just go once, like, oh no. They go, well, do you know what? I'm grumpy sometimes.
100%,
I bark at people sometimes. It doesn't mean that I'm aggressive.
Yeah.
So, we should be giving dogs a bit more of a chance. So as much as I'm enjoying this love-in, I think we might need to break it up, because it just would be good to know or see how she does react around other dogs.
Yep.
Obviously then see her with you, and then see if she'll behave in the same way with me.
That's it, so you can get the same response. That just shows a potential
Yes.
adopter is already halfway there.
If she will start turning to me to look for a treat when a dog walks past, you've already rewired her brain, and that's a translatable skill that you can sort of give to someone as a gift along with
Exactly,
this gorgeous
yeah.
dog.
That's,
I get it.
That's the building block to progressing to a new home.
Let's do it.
Come on, girl.
Let's do it. Okay, behave yourself.
Yeah, I'm on then.
He walks out of the door first, not the dog. So that's the first tip I've learnt.
It's not long before I see the behaviour that Adam's worried about.
So first,
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
yeah, I mean, that's pretty reactive, isn't it, right there? And that little dog was barely even looking at her.
Yeah,
So that's
just too close.
too close, but
was a problem.
still a good distance away. I mean, if you're walking in a park, other dogs are going to come way closer to you than that.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So, on a walk.
It's walking time for the 86 dogs in NCAR, so it's going to be a real challenge for Iris this afternoon. I'm hoping Adam's got some tricks or maybe some treats up his sleeve.
I can see just slightly in the distance there are a number of dogs coming in our
Yes.
direction, so this is going to be interesting.
But that's quite a tense little meet. So I'm just going to watch for her behaviour changing. Okay, so we're still plodding, which is good.
Good girl.
I'm also going to position myself between her and the problem.
Yes.
Before we even get to the problem, I want her attention now. So put the treats in now. Good girl. Okay,
Like
sit.
magic. Very good.
Yeah, and that was the
Good
same
girl.
dog.
Yes, same dog that she was going nuts for, yeah? Well, let's try these slightly bigger ones.
Yes.
That's going to be more interesting.
Quite a bouncy dog.
Yeah.
Pulling the string a little bit, so it's not easy for her to look at, but... So yes, a big dog, yes, she's strong, yes, she can lunge, but with a tiny bit of guidance and the right timing, she's much more comfortable.
I wonder if we should up the stakes a little bit, and that if I was to act as like the new adopter,
Okay.
if I kind of take her in the lead and we sort of try that again, and just see how she goes.
Yeah, sounds good,
Yeah?
yeah.
All right, okay.
So you take the
Here we go.
magic treat pouch.
Oh, there's a couple coming. Great. Oh, there's more than one. Okay. Good girl.
Okay.
So I can see
So I'll drop this side,
the
that's it.
same dog that we had an issue with before. We've got a British bulldog and some sort of spaniel-y thing. You can see
A
them,
small
can't you?
cross
What's
of
this?
bulldog and a hound, yep.
What's this? Good. Good girl. Keeping very gentle and on the lead. Yeah, good girl.
So when you see those ears ping forward, that's just, so do one now.
Iris, what's this?
Perfect.
Good girl. That's it. Take it easy. Lovely. Good girl. Good girl. No, there's another dog there. Come on then. Here we go.
Excellent.
Good girl. Iris. Good
Sit.
girl. Iris, sit. Sit. What a good puppy. What a good girl. That's so good. Look at that. Hey? Dogs are your friends, okay? If you make friends with dogs, you make some friends with some owners. I always love that moment of almost brain rewiring where they go, I used to look at the dog and get some sort of negative response. And now I see a dog means a treat from that guy. You know, and so it's sort of dog, yum, like it's incredible, isn't it? And it happens very quickly.
Okay. Yeah.
It's such simple things sometimes that make such a huge difference.
Yeah.
And that's going to create a whole new life for this dog. So that's pretty exciting.
So if you were a new adopter, you now have a lot
What's
more
this?
confidence that I can own this dog.
Yep. All right. Back to the kennels you go, mate. But it won't be long, hopefully, before you've got a lovely forever home. Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Definitely.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Come on. What's this?
Go.
There we go. It was amazing. Good girl. This place really is truly incredible. The fact is that every single individual animal is important and they're seen. So it doesn't matter what issues they've come with. They always want to make sure that they've ironed them out completely, whether it's health, whether it's behaviour, in order for them to find that perfect forever home. They've got kennels that are absolutely full to the brim right now because of the cost of living crisis. But they're not rushing them out the door. They're encouraging them to leave only once they have the tools to do so successfully, which is pretty amazing.
Speaking of which, Nikki's just let me know that Skylar, the nervous dog I met earlier, is having Reiki therapy. Now, in my 25 years as a vet, this is a new one for me, so I've got to go and check it out.
Hi there, Skylar. Hi, Natalie. I'm Scott. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Well, she's so much calmer than she was.
I know. When I first arrived, she was very stressed, very anxious, chewing the sofa. But as she's calmed now, she just settles down. Reiki for dogs is just a beautiful treatment because they have such a pure connection. There's no psychology of what they're going to expect. But it can be emotional, physical, or spiritual. And for Skylar in particular, it really addresses her emotional needs.
Yes.
When I first started treating her, I couldn't get close to her. So
Really?
I had to use distance Reiki techniques. And then as she got to know me over the course of a few weeks, I was able to then use the hands-on healing technique.
Nice. Just so I can sort of understand. So, you know, I appreciate you're putting your hands on her. It looked like you were almost in a meditation sort of state. So are you sort of channeling just positive vibes, or like what are you thinking when you're and how, what do you think that you're sort of transmitting, I suppose?
You're right, you do go into a meditative state, but it's the universal life force, and you're tapping into the Earth's magnetic field, and it's through your hands, because that's the main area you would touch the client, that you're able to then share a healing frequency. So in the same way that physiotherapy machines operate to provide healing to tissues, bones, mainly between 7 and 8 hertz, then that's exactly what Reiki does. So you're sharing a frequency with the animal or the human so that their bones or tissues or emotions can heal.
I mean, certainly she has transformed from the stressed dog sort of hiding her face from the world in her kennel, to a dog that you can imagine someone enjoying sitting with on the couch. And I suppose that's what you're giving her as a present, really, isn't it? Is just the ability to find the forever home.
Yeah, definitely. And the more I've worked with her, the more I've started to see her full personality come out, and she is cheeky and she's very loving. Like, she really does respond to touch, and as she's learnt to trust me, she wants those cuddles, and she just wants someone to be there for her. And as she can start to feel the Reiki working, she just settles down and just has a real snuggle. But it's just sharing that treatment with her is magical, and it's definitely made a difference to how calm she is generally day to day.
Do you know, I feel calmer being in your presence. I really do. After a long day here at the shelter, I just like, oh gosh, I need to cuddle up with a good book, I think. Look, it doesn't really matter what you believe. The time spent with Skylar was really important. It was just a lovely moment that was born out of care and love. So anyone that can try and provide some help for Skylar, I'm always going to be on their team. It is so nice to be in a place where it doesn't matter what the need, it doesn't matter what these animals really require to get well or to be healthy or to find that forever home. These people are going to do it, and it's just it's a joy to be around them.
Maggie and Fendi are recovering well from their matching nose jobs, so now it's time for them to be reunited with Jack.
Hello, hello.
Hi, are you okay?
Hi, yeah. So yeah, this is mum and daughter's new nose.
Oh wow, they look absolutely incredible.
Can you see the difference?
Yes, definitely. Say hi. Hey, there's Jack. Where are you going? Oh, baby, you'll be able to breathe now. Oh wow, you can actually see the difference, can't you, as well?
Yeah. Breathing so much better.
Absolutely.
And,
thank you so much.
Oh,
as
you're
well.
welcome. It's just so nice to make a lifelong difference in a matter of minutes. It's quite cool. So, should we just reunite mum and baby? There we go. There we go. And there's baby. Nostrils at the ready. Yeah. So now, you know, she's nose is sorted, and really there's no hurdle for her to not find a forever home now.
Thank you so much. Your new home, baby. Yes.
Watch this space. Yes. Today's been an incredible day, and it's all about teamwork and people coming together for the love of animals. I'm exhausted, but I'm also exhilarated because the work that we're doing here is just so vital. The rescue sector here in the UK and across the world is in crisis, and 400 dogs on a waiting list. That's so many people that are at their wits' end, feeling the need to give away their fur babies. That's heartbreaking in itself. But there are so many good people here doing incredible work. All we can do as animal lovers is stick together and fight the good fight for the animals that we love. It's as simple as that.
Since filming, there's been some good news.
The Frenchies, the people coming on Sunday to see them, both of them together. They're going to have to both.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
And how are their noses looking?
Really good, actually. Really good.
And have you noticed that with the increase in the nostril size that they're actually breathing better?
A lot better. A lot better.
Iris is coming on leaps and bounds with her sessions with Adam. And Skylar is feeling as zen as ever with continuing Reiki with Natalie. Both Iris and Skylar are still looking for their forever homes. So if you feel you could be that special home they require, or simply want to support the work that NCAR do, please check out the links in the description below.